Goddamn. 2 minutes. Hey, did you like that picture I used? Did you like that picture I used?
Yeah, I like it better than any music.
Thank you. It's a good one of you.
For my wedding.
I know. We'll start after this one. After this song. Pub Johnson in the house.
Oh, yeah. Man, a little bit of Pug Johnson and the Hounds there. Texas Internet Radio. Thanks for tuning in, listening, and welcome to the Texas Music Showcase, live from Goofy's Bar and Grill, every Sunday from 7 to 9 o'clock. And tonight, We have a very, very special guest and friend of mine, Mr. Manzy Lowry, filling in on the fly with short notice, coming in hot off the airplane from tour. How are you, my brother? Oh, you're not doing so good, are you? Well, I wonder why. How about now?
Hey, I'm glad to be here, brother.
Man, I'm glad to hear, dude. It's been a hot minute since we got to catch up last. Not too long, but a hot minute. Yeah, I got it. There it is. Yeah.
How you been?
Man, dude, busier than a one-legged man and 25,000 ass-kicking contests. You know the score,
I
brother.
understand that.
Yeah. What about you, dude? How you and the wife doing? How's everything in the marriage life?
Going well. Better every day, which is pretty cool, man.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that tour you just got off of. Tell me about the tour. Where'd y'all go? What'd y'all do? What happened cool on the road?
Yeah, I flew up to Idaho Falls and met up with my good brother there, Clifton Hunt. He's a hell of a songwriter. Y'all check him out, Clifton Hunt. Goes by Cliftonite Music. One of my favorite young songwriters. And then we did 8 or 10 shows, 14 days, just running and gunning. And it was pretty crazy because the temperatures there were record lows. You got down to like 30 degrees.
Dude, compared to here in Texas, right?
Back home, it was hitting record highs, so it was nice, but my thin blood was cold,
I bet, man, you're used to this Texas stuff. You ain't used to all that nonsense, that northern snow fury nonsense that goes on, man.
That's right.
Yeah, man. So what else is going on? What's going on with the band? What's going on with you and your music? I know you and I were talking earlier about finding some gold for you with this new Americana chart that the Texas Internet Radio Chart's going to launch. And for you to finally put some stuff out to radio, I think it's far past time for you.
Oh,
and you know a guy.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I can't wait to talk to you more about that and make that happen.
You know, man, it's not as bad as you think it is if you treat it the right way. And this is some of the stuff that, guys like myself and Dusty Moats and Cynthia from G289 Productions out of San Antonio are teaming up together with the Texas Internet Radio Association. What we're trying to do is level out that playing field just a little bit. So the guys that haven't had a medium to put their music out to, it's been pretty tough, man. It's been pretty much red dirt. Texas red dirt has been the focus of all the charts. And we just want to kind of shake things up a little bit and open it up for that alt country and the Americana stuff that's out there that's really fantastic music. And it's kind of like that new sound that, we keep waiting for that new sound. I know, especially in the rock side of things, man, everybody is just waiting for that next grunge movement or whatever,
Right.
And it just hasn't happened yet, man. It just hasn't been there yet. So I think there's been a lot of, and I know there's Americana radio and there's, stuff like that, charts that you can push to, but there's nothing focused on the Texas side of it. So I thought we'd include all of y'all in that and start working that a little bit too.
Yeah, man, I'm excited.
It's gonna make for a better award show every year too.
Yeah.
When you got all country and Americana, and then you got the regular Texas red dirt and the country. Yeah, man. That's a gathering of all minds. And speaking of which, just announced today that we will be having the 4th annual Texas Internet Radio Chart Award ceremony again right here.
Yeah, congrats.
It was so awesome last year, and the staff was so accommodating, and just the vibe of the place. The feedback I got from people that were here were like, man, that is like the most laid back, cool award show that we've been to, where we actually got to meet people and talk to each other. And we weren't all roped off in sections. And I want to keep that tradition going where it's
as you can.
Yeah, man, where it's about everybody getting together, no red carpets, no nothing like that. And hey, man, let's celebrate. If you won an award, great, man. It's an accolade. It's not the best thing since sliced bread. What the best thing is artist development and putting butts in seats and selling tickets and merch.
Yeah.
Because that's how you guys survive. That's how we survive.
Right.
In an industry, man. So, real quick before we go into the music, because that's what we're here for. Tell me one piece of advice that you could give to a brand new musician that's out there trying to figure all this out, and there's something solid you could give them to set them on the right path, man, as a mentor.
Let's see. Well, One thing that I do personally is I write a lot. You know, I think I've written about 8 pieces this week. Uh, but what I do is I put myself in an uncomfortable location, so I don't think about extraneous activities or thoughts or anything. Get uncomfortable. So now all that matters is ink on paper. And you know, out of my hundreds and hundreds of writings, some of y'all might hear a couple of them, but at least it opens up that cloud space in my head to allow new words to come out. You know, so get uncomfortable and put ink on paper. Always write everything down.
I think that's good advice too. And even David Lee told me, he said, Mark, just write them. You're going to have to write 1,000 before you're going to get maybe even one that's, capable of even doing anything for you as far as like mailbox money and stuff like that, right?
Right.
Like, I mean, he wrote how many songs? He'll tell you, I wrote so many songs before I ever got my first hit. And it's about building up that catalog. And one thing I love about you, Manzy, is you're not afraid to do that. I can remember, especially during lockdown and COVID and all that, I remember being able to turn on my computer and log into Facebook at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Here's this dude in his garage playing new songs, writing, inviting people to, hey man, help me write this song, man. Come on, I'll bring you on my camera and everything. And just you did a really cool thing there, man, and took advantage of that time. And you kind of owned it, dude. And that was a really cool way for you to utilize that downtime when we weren't out and able to make money, to actually keep working on your craft and keeping the production needle moving forward. And I'm real proud of you for doing that.
Oh, thanks, man. That means a lot.
And those are really cool sessions for your fan base too, because you never kept the recordings. If you didn't catch the live, that was too bad. So sad.
Yeah, I made them private, so I saved them. But if you weren't there, like Kim Finley said, if you weren't there, you missed it.
That's it. Yeah, man. That's one cat I missed the hell out of, man.
Yeah.
He had a cool listening room thing. But the only thing I could think of that's pretty comparable to that, other than, having an intimate setting like this that, Mike and Teresa provide from Goofy's for us every Sunday, is the Songbird Cafe. Is that what it's called over in New Braunfels? Dallas Burroughs family's place. I really like what they do there. That's a cool little listening room, man.
Yeah.
And I like that type of thing. I like these more intimate, broke down things than the full production, man, where you really get to know the artists and get to know about who they are and why they write what they do. And with that being said, man, let's get into the music and tell me some stories, man. Play me some tunes.
All right, man. Well, welcome, y'all. My name is Manzy Lowry. It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks so much. I wrote this song down in Louisiana. First recording on my phone, I think it's about 4:30 a.m. and you could hear the cicadas singing and all the wildlife coming awake. And I thought that was really awesome, I like to ride outside a lot. Some of my recordings, you hear the coyotes yelping and stuff. So the song's called The Bard. When the dust is falling on a salty track, looking forward and our back, and that's the way I have been. Find myself all alone and lonely. I'm all alone, that's the way I have been. So you run until you find a way. Getting all you ever made. That's the name of this game. So live your name. In a promise lost, we paid the cost to that next time. Try to make people dance. I'll give him that chance to take a listen to my song. So you're gonna be running until you find the place. Give it all you ever had. That's the name of the game. So they'll remember your name. In the darkness, still to come. Along with the rising sun. What's your name really worth? It's a pile of work. So you run and take my place. You give it all you ever made. That's the name of this game. Just so you give it all you ever made. That's the name of this game. So they'll remember your name. So they'll remember your name. Just so you'll remember my name. Thanks so much. This next song is called Age. Words will come from my worried mind. I didn't want to fight. You weren't breathing, but you were alive. In the warm summers of tonight. In and out of the pine with a handmade sword. Long walk back home again once more. Ain't it funny how the innocence escapes? Oh, star with age. A child sees what the dead already know. Just wait when you go. It'll be alright, so they said. I didn't come back to bed. You woke, I was gone, never to return. Ain't it funny how the innocence escaped? Oh, sorry. Child sees what the dead already know. Just wait when you go. Just wait when you go. You are breathing, you are alive. In the morning sun as you breathe. Cheers, my friends. I know I'm gonna do all originals, but I'm gonna do a cover right now. I just got back from Idaho, and this is one of my favorite songs from my Idaho band up there. My first love was a wicked twisted road. It can in my mark, 17 years old. Never saw a road, and then found the black gold. My first love was a wicked twisted road. My first love was a castle in the sky. Never thought I'd make it until I guess I tried. Set up in my tower while the world passed on by. My first love castle in the sky. My first love, it was a fearless driving rain. Never thought I'd see your face again. Oh, well, they said God was crying. She felt my pain. It's my first love, it's trying. My first love, it's trying. My first love, it was a wild, sinful night. Went out with the big dogs, but I won't walk right. One night battle in the wine on the sapphire. My first love, it was a wild, sinful night. My first love was an angry, painful song. One was so bad when I did everything wrong. Always listen in reality. Running for too long. My first love, an angry, painful song. You can make my mark, come on, 17 years old. That's all that I ever found out. So my first love, twisted road. My first love, twisted road. My first love, twisted
Rocking and rolling with Mr. Manzy Lowry, y'all. Happy, beautiful Sunday evening to all of you from all of us here at Goofy's Bar and Grill. Got a wonderful lineup, as you can see, of talent and songwriting. Right here with Mr. Manzy Lowry, and then following that up, Skip Pullig in town for the weekend, man. He's made a nice little run, so it's always great to get Skip in when he is here. But Mr. Manzy, man, yeah, baby, I love when you do that harmonica thing too, man.
Thanks, man.
That's okay, man. Besides your beard, that's one of your signature things.
Nice.
Yeah, no, he's got the beard, y'all. That's one of the best kept secrets in Texas music scene right there is Manzy's beard.
Had it for a while. I had it before it got popular.
I think you brought the beard back, Manzy.
Man, I'll take that. I'll take that to the bank.
I'm just saying, man. You was one of the first ones that I remember
Yeah.
sporting it. And then all of a sudden, everybody and their mother started growing one.
You know, did I ever tell you why I started growing it?
No. And I would love to hear that story.
So I was, you know, when that shit, what, 09 or something like that, something like back in the day. And I was writing a lot. And I was doing Doug Moreland Song Circle every Tuesday. And I had this older gentleman come up to me and goes, Manzy, you know, you're writing like you're 60 years old, but you look 18. So we don't get it a lot of the time. And I said, all right, 10 for it. So I started growing a beard, and then all of a sudden I started, I guess, felt like some folks were listening after that.
Nice, bro. So, what you got up for us next, man? What you
This
gonna...
is that new song.
Oh, okay.
It's got 3 verses in it that tell a story on each one. I think somewhere throughout it, everybody can relate it some part in time. It's called Don't Fade Away. Thanks again, Sebby, for having me out, brother. I appreciate you.
Thank you for answering the call at the last minute, man. I had a last minute cancellation. I always hate those. Because I like to know who's coming and plan my show around who I've booked. And then sometimes stuff happens, man. I get it. But
They call an audible every now and then.
yeah, man. And you know what? I'm lucky I have a nice plethora of local musicians that I've built relationships with over the years that I can call upon when I'm in a pinch, man. And you guys are always very generous to come through and help me out, and I really appreciate that. And there's a few of you out there, you're one of them, and it's on a top priority call list when I get stuck like Chuck, man. And you've always come through when you could. I know sometimes you can't, even though you want to, and I appreciate it, brother.
And sometimes I'm running 5 minutes late, or I think I'm on the second set, but if I got off come through.
Yeah, he'll show up no matter what, man. I've had plenty of those days, trust me, where I woke up and I was like, oh yeah, I got the day off, and then I look at my calendar and I'm like, oh shit.
Or I'll look and I'll see somebody advertising me and I forgot to write it on my calendar.
It
That's
happens.
the worst feeling.
Dude, it happens to the best of us in this business. The thing is, when you find out that you've screwed yourself like that, the best thing you can do is save face, get your ass up and go do your show.
Yeah.
I mean, drop what you're doing, man.
And or
I mean,
get it covered in time.
that's right. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. The day of cancellations are brutal, bro. But it happens in this business. It's part of it. So tell me about this new song.
Yeah, this is the newest one that I have memorized. I'm proud of everything. It's got legs. I'm trying to get it on stages so it matures, you know. It's called Don't Fade Away. Black cat sitting in the alley. What you got on your mind? I'm meeting them quotas. Maybe killing time. Don't ask you, fresh out of blues, life's a fairy tale. Allen blues on and ones and the twos. It's a fast track to hell. Fast track to hell. Don't fade away. 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 Sexy little devil with a slip-on dress. Now what you got on your mind? Saw your best friend Molly hitting skids on the slide. Too hot to try, Southern Belle of the ball. Now you can't run her off to hide. Yeah, the kerosene dreams don't last long when you're left out on the vine. Left out on the vine. Don't fade away. 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 Hey, Mr. Big, put your finger on the trigger. Now what you got on your mind? 32 hours, you broke on dope and you're betting more than you can buy. Floating through lizards, eating chicken gizzards, weaving wild in your thighs. But what's a lie when it's 100th time? The juice already been by. Juice already been by. Don't fade away. Don't fade away. Don't fade away. No. Don't fade away. 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 Don't fade
Very nicely done, my friend. Here's another one. Hey, real quick, while we're looking at stuff and doing stuff, I want to share your website here with everybody.
Oh, cool, thank you.
And if you go over to manzylowry.com, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure I'm getting that right. I like how you got your tour schedule here. That's a pretty serious schedule you got here, man.
Yeah, I need to update it. It's lacking.
You got some other stuff on there that ain't there, huh?
Yeah.
He's all over the place, yo.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Trying to be.
Oh, I see you got getting back over to Albert Icehouse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just there. I did a trio band this weekend there. That was real fun, man.
They
I hadn't done trio in a hot minute.
that's a cool little venue, man, out in the middle of nowhere,
It's
dude.
my favorite place
Yeah.
out there in the hill country.
I used to do if you remember, I was doing a showcase out there for a little while, radio broadcast.
You had me out there one time.
Yeah.
We were inside.
Yeah.
That wood burning stove.
Yeah, man, it was cold as hell.
That was rad.
Yeah. But I mean, it's such a neat place, man. We were having a good time out there, and a shout out to all the folks over at Albert Ice House, man, in Stonewall.
How are your birds doing? You got any new stories?
I do actually. So the local pet shop owner actually closed his store down here in Canyon Lake, and he had a double yellow-headed Amazon parrot that was given to him by an older lady, and he bonded with the bird pretty good, but where he's going, he doesn't have room for the bird. And he called me up and said, Sebby, I got a bunch of birds for you to come look at. And I go, I'm not interested in small birds. I've downsized my aviary quite a bit over the last year, and I'm working on those. Let's get Manzy another beer, I think. Tristan, can you bring Manzy a beer?
I was trying to use
Code language, yeah, I know. I saw you struggling. He was looking at a piece of paper over there. I was like, wait a minute, let me make that connection. But anyway, he gave me a call. I went over there. I looked at a bunch of birds. I told him no more small birds, But he said, well, I got some. Just come take a look. And while I was there, he was like, man, I got this double-headed yellow Amazon, which I'd seen in the store before. His name is Hugo. And he goes, I don't know what to do with him. He's a 15-year-old bird, and he has a hard time bonding with men.
What's their lifespan?
Man, some of these birds can last anywhere up to 80, 100, 120 years. Man, they outlive their owners, and that's one of the reasons. Yeah, well, and most of the birds that I've gotten as rescues came from older women or men that maybe had a stroke or had some kind of a
couldn't tend to them.
They can't. Yeah, right. And
they take a lot of attention.
They do, man, and they're really picky on who they bond to. Like I've got some I worked with for almost a year that are just now bonding to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, everybody's like, that bird's never going to bond you. And I'm like, man, some take longer than others. Yeah,
I'm not going to quit off.
Yeah, man. And I mean, like eventually, you work toward they might not be the strongest bond, but if you can get them moving forward, you can build upon that with them.
That's awesome.
But they are incredibly intelligent creatures, and I'm glad you brought that up. But anyway, I ended up rescuing Hugo, and he's the newest addition to the family, and he talks all the time. And
what's his vocabulary guesstimation about?
I would say he's probably probably capable of about hundreds of words, but what I've heard him speak, probably about 50.
Wow.
So far, and I mean, like, and I haven't had.
He gets comfortable, just open up more.
Well, I've got a Quaker parrot, man, which is a smaller parrot, and that sucker, man, can speak full sentences.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. He'll sit there, stand the man, stand the man. If he can't do it, no one can. He'll say it over and over again. Man. So, man, it's a trick, dude. It's cool to be involved with them, and it's something that I've had a passion for all my life. So that was another dream I got to make come true, was having that aviary.
I need to come sneak by and throw one of my songs on loop in front of your aviary, so they memorize it and they just sing it to you.
I want him to sing Tax Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Screw that Tax Man. But yeah, man. So that's what's going on there, and yeah.
We talked last time. You said you were gonna pick up some shed feathers for me. Have you had a chance?
I've got a little bag, but not what I want. And actually, you're in a really good spot now because I've moved all the birds are actually out in the aviary and out of the house.
Nice.
So collecting feathers is a lot easier than it was inside. I'm just trying to get clean, so I can enjoy my life.
Yeah.
And birds are messy, man. If you don't know that and you want to get a bird, be prepared for a gigantic mess. Seeds, feathers, and dust everywhere.
My brother had a parakeet when we were growing up.
They're messy too, man. Even the small ones.
They're bigger than it's.
Actually, parakeets are pretty damn messy.
They are, yeah.
They're great first pets. If you're looking for a first pet for a bird, cockatiels are amazing.
Yeah, but
that's what I recommend.
They belong to like one person now.
Most birds, yes, but as I've learned through being in a rescue business, they can have different bonds. It just takes time. But typically, a young bird will bond to one person, and that can be a lifelong bond.
I remember I would stick my nose to the cage straight and come up and just start kissing my nose.
Yeah, they can be sweet or they can bite your nose off. It just depends on if they like you or not. And I've got people that can walk up to my birds that have never met them and they're friendly to them, and then other people, they want to bite their fingers off,
Yeah.
So don't ever reach in,
No.
into a bird's cage if you don't know that bird. You might lose a finger, and if you're a guitar player, that could really be difficult.
And when my mom would walk by, I go.
Yep. What do you think, man? What's another one?
Well, you mentioned this one earlier. I just sweet tea.
Yeah, man. Here's a good summer song for you.
Cheers, everybody. Salute everybody out there on TV, radio land, and here.
Yeah, thank all of you for tuning in that are listening on Texas Internet Radio and those watching on the Sebby TV Network on YouTube or Facebook Live. Thank y'all for tuning in. And those of you here, man, thank y'all for being here. Give yourselves a round of applause for being in the crowd tonight. And don't forget, if you're in the Canyon Lake area, to stop by Goofy's Barn Grill on Sunday for a nice, family-friendly, intimate showcase with 2 different Texas up-and-coming artists. We always have some surprises up our sleeves, too. You never know what's going to happen.
It's like box of chocolate.
That's right.
Days are getting short, your nights are getting long. Got another thirst, now that you getting gone. Want my things with no black coffee. Gotta get some of that sweet tea. Sweet tea. Let's get together, baby. Spoon in the sugar like it used to be. I get some of that sweet tea. It's true that a man can live on bread, water alone and the beat. I wanna hear about your other man. He ain't a part of my master plan. Sweet tea, let's get together, baby. And smooth and sugar like it used to be. And it's some of that sweet tea. Well, you come home, it's time to stay. When you don't get you around anyway, so drink moonshine. I had enough. We have a big old bag of stuff. Sweet tea, let's get together, baby. Smooth sugar like me. I need some of that sweet tea. Sweet tea, let's get together, baby. Sugar like it used to be. I need some of that sweet tea. Funny story about that song. My cousin Stoney wrote it, and that's the only song I've ever put on one of my albums that I didn't write. And I called him up, and I was like, "Hey man, you mind if I put this song on there?" He's like, "Yeah, bud, go ahead." And I put it on there, and I spelled it like sweet tea, like a drink. And then years later, he brought it up to me. He goes, "You know that it's spelled sweetie?" And I was like, "Oh, you clever wordsmith, son of a gun." So he let it slide, but yeah, it's
Oh, sweetie, huh?
Oh, sweetie.
Yeah.
Sweetie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But you were all sweet tea, baby.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's funny, isn't it?
Man, dude. Yeah, think about all the songs in our life, man, when we were growing up that we used to sing lyrics to and we had them wrong the whole time. And then, you know, when lyrics finally got where you could pull them up and look at them, you were like, man, I've been doing that wrong.
Yeah, like bathroom on the right.
Yeah. Oops. Happens sometimes. Hey, I want to thank all of y'all for watching. A quick word out to our sponsor, Texas Select Beverage Company, the finest teas and coffees and non-alcoholic beer in the state of Texas. Be sure to go and check it out, Texas Select Beverage Company. If you're at Goofy's, you can actually enjoy some of their sweet tea right here today.
And burgers, I recommend
Yeah,
that.
they got good food here.
They
That's for sure.
really do.
They do. One of my favorite things is those steak bites they got here.
I haven't tried.
Yeah, aren't those are good, man. It's almost like a meal and a snack at the same time.
Man, that's the best kind.
Yeah. It's like you get full, but you're not too full.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like perfect, man. I used to, like, almost every Sunday I get those.
So do you have like birds flying around in your house?
I did until I moved into the aviary. But now they're flying around the aviary.
How many do you have?
Right now I have 32 birds.
Holy Christ.
I'm down from 67 last year at this time.
How long each day? Yes, ballpark.
About 2.5 hours in the morning, 2.5 hours in the evening.
So 5 hours a day it takes
at least
to tend to the rabbits.
Yeah. And then, then I got my chickens too. I'm including them in that.
So when you take a vacation, because you said you were going to
ranching,
you got somebody.
Yeah. Thank you, Lance Clark. Love you, brother.
Yeah, that's rad.
Yeah, he's always got my back when I go out of town.
Hell yeah.
So I'm lucky there. And then I have a Narita too, she's kind of my partner. If anything ever happens to me, she gets all my birds right away. She's another bird lover and does breeding and
What's
stuff.
her name?
Narita.
That sounds like a Joe Eater song.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart, man. We got into this all together when I started my aviary, and she already had quite a bird collection, and we've been friends for years.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's cool stuff, dude. We got time for like 3 more. I'm gonna let you pick your destiny to cruise us on out, and then we'll take that wonderful little 10-minute, 15-minute break and get Mr. Skip on up here. And Manzy, as always, pleasure to have you here. I look forward to seeing what you are going to do for the rest of this year and into next year with that music career of yours and that hell of a library of songs you've got written.
Yeah, maybe something. This song called Cottonmouth. That's a cigarette sound. Raise your glass and toast the free. All who knows the bird out down in Tennessee. They're abandoned and restless, flying shy of the checkered flag. Just breathe in my last breath. In the wicked ways and one wasn't meant to be. I'll see like a deer skin. Cottonmouth haunting the screen. Well, I ain't dead yet. I just went over on a roadside bed. You know that line is drawn. Not in fields of tall grass, a desert crying through an hourglass. Risking my life on and on. What's it mean to me? I'll sing like a distant dream. What's it mean to me? I'll sing like a distant dream. Cutting out lines in the street. Thank you. That's a true story I made up. Cheers, salute. Song's called Army of Wolves. You ever been at the wrong place at the wrong time? It's about that. I think Tom Waits said it's at the corner of Heart Attack and Vine. I see him all alone, walking down this alley. Alpha Green stopped me and demanded my name. And she went on that way. I glided right through them, and then I realized I was not home. 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 The shots ring out in the flesh torn body. I can smell that iron. Was an overwhelming sensation of a memory. I said that the dust cleared while the bells chimed. So I rolled and came up. And then I realized I was not home. 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 Oh, Lord, take me home. Yeah. A blackout dream was just a prophecy, telling who's wrong to argue. Been talking to myself in this fucked up state of mind. And the doctor tuning myself so we feel down in this bottle. And then helping, I realized I was not home. 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 Oh, no, I was not home. I was not home. No, I was not home. Thank you, Mark Sebby, for having me out on your radio show, my friend. It's been an honor and a pleasure. My name is Manzy Lowry. Thank you all so much.
Y'all make some noise for Mr. Manzy Lowry there, bringing it to you right here from Goofy's Bar and Grill in Canyon Lake, Texas. If you're in the area, stop by, grab some of that great food, come hang out. And if it's a Sunday night from 7 to 9, you can come right back here with us. And you can party like a rock star. Ain't that right, Manzy?
That's right.
All right. Well, hey, real quick, where can they find you again, Manzy? Tell them where to find you.
I'm on all the social media outlets, ManzyLowry. I'm the only Manzy Lowry there is, so I'm real easy to find. I really appreciate all the support, the likes, the follows, if you shoot me a DM, get back to about 99% of them myself. So, man, if you dig it, please do the grassroots thing and share it. It goes further than y'all ever know. So thank you again, Sebby. Love you, brother.
Love you too, man. Hey, we'll be right back with Mr. Skip Pullig. Don't go anywhere.
All she does is put me on, put me down. Tonight she's at a party with a stranger in her home. Oh, and I'm here at the time, getting stoned. If I gotta go, I'll go down swinging. Where there's lights and laughter, blues and bones, and lots of sad, sad singing. Tomorrow, and I cry all day, I know, but at least I go down swinging. What a swinging way to go.
Back inside, go inside to the right.
And to all the girls and by the wine.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I'll play the jukebox till I'm down to my last dime. She made a fool of me by loving someone else. But she should see me make a fool out of myself. If I gotta go, I'll go down swinging. Where there's lights and laughter, blues and bombs, and lots of sad, sad singing. So we're tomorrow, and cry all day, I know. But at least I go down swinging. What a swinging way to go. Like a buzzing neon sign, don't ever turn them lights out. Your love chases the dark, you leave sunshine in my heart. Every day feels like a new start, and I don't know what your secret is. How could I So much and really take. You make my world a better place. What's your secret?
Oh, yeah, man. Coming to you live from Goofy's Bar and Grill in Canyon Lake, Texas. Here's a little bit of Bubba Wesley and his song, and a song. Awesome little tune there. We'll be right back with Mr. Skip Pullig in just a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere. Be a bad idea. Hello, Jeannie, little Canyon Lake resident. Yeah, baby.
I'm down to see you just the other day. Just got on your porch and said we're barely hanging on. Had yourself a newspaper, read tomorrow's news. Sick of the blues because you're barely hanging
Yeah,
on.
let's do it. Check it, we'll go back live.
When I went down to the post station, cast my weary vote. I slipped those folks a note that said we're barely hanging on. The supermarket's empty, my pocket's full of soup. When you can't afford the fruit, you know you're barely hanging on. The keys are gone to robbing, beating down the weekend. It's been one hell of a weekend, I'm barely hanging on. And dear Lord Jesus, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you, please, because we're bad.
Yeah,
Let's see what we got there, Mr. Skip.
I got you on the volume.
How about guitar and vocals together, just a little something?
Yeah, check song, check song, check song, check 1, 2.
All right, well, we're going to jump right back in here. I want to thank all of you that stayed tuned in during the break there, because now you've got a very special, rare treasure and treat when we can get him down in the area It is Mr. Skip Pullig. Now, Skip, how are you, my friend, and what have you been up to?
I've been doing awesome, man. I've been playing gigs and staying busy, trying to ride a little bit here and there. And just really enjoying some time. I was working a day job, not there anymore. They're expanding and parted ways with them, but that was a part-time deal for 3 days a week, and now I'm just a full-time musician.
Man, well, that's where you were the last time that you and I got to speak. I know you had a little surgery you had to go through and all that. I'm glad you're recovering from that.
Shoulder surgery.
I heard from your friend that's in the audience that you did not take the break. You just kept going, and we talked a little bit about that. It's hard, man, to step away from something you love so much.
Well, it's hard to do that when you're relying on it for source of income too. So
Absolutely, my
you gotta
friend.
keep working.
Well, what else is new and exciting in your world, dude? What's going on up in your neck of the woods?
Man, just getting everything lined out. Having the extra time to sort of start thinking about directions I want to go and to kind of, writing music, what I need to get done with accomplishments. I'm just kind of on autopilot here the last few weeks, just kind of relaxing, and this has been a relaxing trip for me.
Yeah, man, you get to play Salt Lake. Where else did you play while you were down here?
I played first off Lukenbach on
Nice.
Thursday night, and Friday at the Safari Winery in Fredericksburg, and then Saturday at Salt Lake over Driftwood, Austin area. Here tonight, and tomorrow night down in Galveston. And we're at Goofy's now. We're at Pier Club in
Pier
Galveston.
Club. Nice, man.
Going to get up there and visit some old high school friends and just chill out for a few days and come right back, start all over on Friday.
Man, I need to learn how to do it like you do it, my friend. Like Manzy was saying, man, you got a backup plan so you can take a vacation with all them birds you got. I do. It's just the resources and the time, man.
I had to make it a working trip, so that's the ticket right there.
I need to take some notes from your book, man, and learn how to do that and what I'm doing on this back end side of things over here. It was easier when I was on stage to plan my vacations. I'd do them around my tour schedule.
Yeah.
But when your office is in your house and you got multiple businesses you're trying to keep alive, it's yeah, man. The struggle's real, dude.
Well, before I went to work for that company, I was doing my own business for 10 years. I went to college for graphic design, multimedia.
Yeah, I
Did
forgot
that,
to do that.
got my degree in that, and then moved on and landed this. I worked for 10 years. And then when COVID hit and everybody got stuck in their house, I found a job right down the road from the house, 4 miles away, and had to work through COVID, and everybody's working from home for 2 months. And oh no, I can't do this. I've been doing it for 10 years.
You know what, man? The work at home thing is actually a blessing in disguise.
It is.
In a lot of ways.
It is. You gotta be a self-starter.
You do.
You can't lollygag around.
No, man. I mean, you can't have squirrel syndrome either.
And I'm glad there's only 2 episodes of Leave the Fever.
That's it,
Good morning, 7:30, 7 a.m.
You still watch that, huh?
I do every morning.
Do you really?
Leave the Fever.
Man, dude, I didn't know that was your thing. That's cool to know.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you got worked up for us tonight, man?
Well, me and I want to say big thanks to Waylon Gary, the drummer, and Ty Kennedy on the bass, and we've been doing a lot of trio stuff here lately, and there's a few tunes that we're pulling together that are just really starting to click. There are songs that I wrote a while back, but it just felt like we get new breath, a new life. So I'll do this one first. It's called The Brain.
Can't wait to hear it, my friend.
It's kind of cool when you have the bass and the drums to it. It's kind of got a feeling to it. I was coming in easy, man. Hard to breathe, you're not crying. Hard to sleep, you're alone. Hard to tell someone's lying. Hard to cry, love is gone. Don't blame me for loving you. Don't blame me for the pain. Don't blame me for your mess. Don't blame me for the rain.
Hard to kill when it's still me. Hard to take, it's not your wrong. Hard to tell, you forget. Hard to cry, you lost soul. Don't blame me for loving you. Don't blame me for the pain. Don't blame me for your bitterness. Don't blame me for the rain. Don't blame me for the rain. Hard to read, hard to sleep when you're alone. Hard to tell someone's lying. Hard to cry, love is gone. Don't blame me for loving you. Don't blame me for the pain. Don't blame me for your bitterness. Don't blame me for the rain. For the rain.
Nice, man.
Thank you.
Didn't mean to ruin the intro. I just didn't know if I had my volume up loud enough for sound check. I was like, you're like, I was coming in easy, Sebby. I'm like, well, shit, man, I couldn't hear it. Coming in easy. Usually it's coming in hot, baby. I like what you did there. That's a cool tune, dude.
Thank you. Yeah, that's been one that I had on the, we call it the Digimax sessions at first. No, not really the first one, probably about the second or third album we put out. Because Gary Davis out of Middle Wells, Texas, and he passed away right after COVID started. I think he got scared because he was a big sound company, you know, Digimax Sound, and all the gigs are gone, you know. And that fear hits you, and that's all you do, and you're relying on that. I think it put a little depression in a lot of folks, and prayers are with them, man. All those people still out there, still kind of worried. You still see them every now and then. We're going to look back on this years from now. We're going to look back on all this crap that went through in the last 3 years, and just everybody's going to shake their head at it like, wow.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed, man.
I'm
Agreed.
already doing it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'll be honest with you, man. I was pretty damn shocked myself, man. And it didn't take me very long to realize, oh no, this ain't cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know how it is, man.
Yep. We're resilient, every one of us.
That's right, man. That's one of the cool things is we do bounce back so well. We do. I like that.
Well, that one you was asking me about, like, you say, why don't you, I remember talking to you on the phone, it's been maybe 8 months ago or so. So that one you do that's real kind of bluesy sound.
Yeah.
That's slow one. I was like, oh, that's you and cigarettes.
Yeah.
So that story on that song was Wayne Carson Thompson wrote, and I knew his son, Christian. Christian passed away back in March last year. And so I didn't know who to contact. You know, I had it on my album there, and I was like, well, you know, I had to rearrange a few things. So lost a lot of my counts. Not that I don't really, it doesn't matter to me. I just want people to hear my music, you know. I don't care what chart number I'm at. I don't care.
It's really irrelevant.
It's irrelevant.
You know, it's an honor if you're on the printed on any of the charts.
Exactly. That's the way I look.
And it's great, and this is, we've talked about this, it's great advertising and great for networking opportunities, and that's really the most important thing right now in your artist development.
Yeah,
And also, man, it builds bridges and connections, man. Like,
that's true.
you know, I know for a fact, and I'm speaking for you, but I bet I'm right. You would have no problem with collecting some mailbox money for all these songs you do.
No, not at all, not at all. You know, and I utilize BMI Live when I can, you know, and claim shows. And I'll get a little mailbox money out of that. But yeah, anyway, this tune was written by another guy, and then I was going through CD Baby to release all those stuff that I wrote. But you know, they're asking, is there another writer, and all these questions. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to take that off the album, put it as a single. So it's now in the single form out there by itself, and I think that's the way to go. I spread that on to any artist. You know, singles are the way to go. The album days are over.
Exactly, man. With people's attention spans being, do you guys realize, man, that the attention span of the average American on,
Decrease.
yeah, it's 8 seconds. You have 8 seconds to capture their attention and to get them. And if you don't get it in the first 8 seconds, they're going to move on to something that does. You can thank TikTok for that.
I'll tell you what, there's blue light shining on me right now, but I am still red. I think I got some.
Did you get a little sun out on that river
I
today?
did the express float too, man.
Good God. It's a good thing you didn't do that long tour and meet up on Gilligan's Island and not here tonight.
I needed the color, dude. I needed it bad.
Color me red, baby.
I've been in my recliner for about 8 months.
Well,
Anyway,
it's good to see you out here. Great to hear you playing, man.
thanks, Mark. Here's Union cigarettes for you.
Yep, this is it.
Why do I always try to quit the day that I don't really want? And then I tell myself one day soon I'm really gonna. Could, shoulda, woulda. You'd have thought by now that I'd get tired of living with regrets. I'm just trying to find a way to face the day without you and cigarettes. You know it's hard to realize the things you love are gonna kill you. And the more you try to hold close, the less it takes to feel. It used to be a desire, it's turned to pure addiction, like a bad dream. I just can't seem to forget. I'm just trying to find a way to face the day without you and cigarettes. I used to think that I was stronger than temptation until the day I had to choose. I came face to face with all my limitations. I used to be the user, but now I've become the used. Why do I always try to call the day that I don't really want? And then tell myself one day soon I'm really gonna know. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. You'd have thought by now that I'd get tired of living with regrets. I'm just trying to find a way to face the day
without you, cigarettes. Just trying to find a way to face the day without you and cigarettes. That's that one? That's the one. You and cigarettes. Rest in peace, Christian Parsons.
You got another one too.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, you got a lot of other ones, but you got one that kind of hits me in that you released the radio that hits me in the summertime mood, and I kind of tagged it
Oh, yeah.
today. And that's your Fireflies and Mason Jars, right?
All right, yeah.
That's a great song too, summertime tune. And then you had another one you shared with me.
Yeah.
Might be a future one too, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, dude, we got a party code, which I think every lake has one. Well, we got one out here in Canyon Lake that's notorious.
Is it?
And I could just hear that song playing on Texas Internet Radio for all our Canyon Lake listeners. And that resonated pretty deep with a lot of folks that live by the lake, man. I think that one will fare well for you.
Yeah, I did have it. Was called Texas Lake when I first wrote it.
Really?
Yeah, and then I recorded that. Did a session with Bill Green, and Daddy said, any song that you put out that has Texas in it, the DJs in Oklahoma won't play it. And I just laughed. I said, I bet you're right though. I mean, but what did Pat Green do? What did
Man, dude,
what
we
did
have.
Robert Earl do? I like Texas. No, they won't play that in Oklahoma. I bet they do.
Hey, listen, respectfully so, man. So I've been working with Pug Johnson, and they put out his Rancho Cucamonga.
Yeah.
Very first song. And to my surprise, dude, FM stations picked it up immediately. And I can be honest with you, dude, and say a lot of the artists I've worked with, I have not seen that happen that quickly as it did with Pug, man. And he did have a little bit of an in with Craig Vaughn. And that helped him out big time, man, because Craig, I guess, told some other FM stations, you might want to check this song out. And it's doing fantastic, man. I mean, like, we're 2 months in, and he's 50, 55 last week on the Texas Country Music Chart. I mean, the boy's in a position, if he keeps climbing, he might get his first top 40 on his very first single out to Texas radio.
That's cool.
And that was a scholarship deal I picked up, too.
Wow.
So,
Yeah,
man,
I
those
saw
things.
his little ad for the song
Yeah.
on the website.
I'll tell you, man, I mean, like, you never know. And I didn't know that song was going to do that good. I like the song, but who's to know how it's going to, and it's organically doing it. Because, I don't buy banner ads and all that crap.
Yeah.
I just don't do it, dude. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe in supporting the station, but not to get your song played.
I like the fans.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
man.
try to connect with them,
Well, I mean, they're the ones that are going to buy your merch, show up to your shows, right?
That's right.
What you got for us?
I'll do your fireflies and mason jars.
Man, I like them mason jars full of sweet tea or Rebecca Creek or whatever I can get my damn hands on. And chasing fireflies reminds me of my childhood, man. I love this tune.
Hell yeah.
It's a great summer tune. Did you?
Put kids on summer break, steady grandmas in bed all day. Those hands in the town, superheroes. Mama would wait to sit the break of day. Take us fishing on Sweetwater Lake. Life was simple, good back then. We played kickball in the yard, hide and seek at the dawn. Grandma let us drive down to the roads. Fireflies and medicine jars, lay in the grass and look at the stars and wonder what we be when we grow up. Time goes by. These are changing lots since then. Smartphones and the internet. Around the generation, looking at you. Baby says it's not too late. Take the kids out to play. Show them all the things we used to do. We play kickball in the yard. I just keep at the door. Grandma let us drive down the roads. Fireflies and bats and jumbos in the grass and look at the stars and wonder what we'd be when we grow up. Time goes by. We play kickball in the yard. I just sneak at the door. Grandma let us drive down the roads. Fireflies and bats and jumbos in the grass and look at the stars and wonder what we'd be when we grow up. Time goes Do two summer songs for you on the road here. Let me get a little tunage going here. I'll tell you what, that Guadalupe River, if you've never floated it, folks, it's cold. It'll trick you all day long, man. You think you're doing fine, and you get out and you're like, just a minute, I'm a little sunburned. The new recording of this one is real special to me because one of my dear friends from high school passed away in September last year, and his son is a phenomenal guitar player. So I had his son record on this and redid our lead guitar player parts so he could jam with his dad again a year after he passed away. So the new recording of this has got me looking kind of stupid in front of some boats, and I had some people from a party code page. It was like, hey, who's got a good picture? And boom, they started throwing pictures out.
Oh, really?
So we had a little contest on the page, the Eagle Mountain Party Code that's out there. So anyway, it's for Terry. Holiday weekend, weather looks nice. You jump the boat and have some beer. Let's unwind. Got a few more stops to make, and then I'll pick you up in a little while. Hit on that party cold, hit the leg in summertime. Don't forget your flip-flops, your big straw hat. Couldn't find sunscreen, I think it's in that back. Remember that time last year when we got so high? Couldn't find a party cold, hit the leg in summertime. You can have it all right here in the North South State. Blue skies in Texas, big man summer day. Yeah,
Every weekend, weather looks nice. Hit you up above the nights for real. It's alright. Got a few more stops to make and then I'll pick you up in a little ride. Hit around the party club. Hit the lake in the summertime. Hit around the party club. Hit the lake in the summertime.
Yeah, baby. Hey, thanks. Two back to back right there by Mr. Skip. Yeah. I'll tell you what, man, you can't beat that with a stick. Summer, man, that party code song, dude. I think that one's gonna be all right for you.
All right.
Let's take a look real quick before we get into the next tune here. Let's look at Skip's website. It's coming right up on the screen here. It's probably a great place, am I right, to get a hold of you, my friend?
That is correct.
You look right here.
That's me.
You can get that new album, buy it right there.
Yeah.
You can let's sit and visit. Honky tonk lessons for free. I never seen this, man. I'm gonna have to check this out. Got that. Oh, look at that photo, guy.
Oh, yeah.
I bet there's some gold in there. And Spotify, don't forget to go on over. Do the same for Mr. Manzy Lowry, too.
Yeah, Manzy's great.
Yeah, man. And like these folks, follow them on Spotify, man. Those 13 cents a spin, it adds up at some point in time, man.
That's right.
Yeah, or whatever it is, 0.13 cents, whatever.
0.003.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so you get a third of a penny for every spin.
Yeah.
So you only need about 30 million to do anything.
Yeah, you just need your friends to just hit, like, put it on a repeat thing where it just plays the same list over.
Wow, now be careful on that, man. They don't want you to put that on Spotify. They started looking at all that too and penalizing folks.
Oh, yeah.
So don't do that, but do it organically.
Yeah.
And help out Skip. What you got for us next, my friend? But you can find them also on probably on Facebook and all that good stuff too, right?
Yeah, on Facebook, all the social media stuff. I finally did another TikTok video coming down. We stopped at Enchanted Rock. But I tell you what, that fucking, I've got a song I got to write about that because it's always been like, every time I pass that sign says Enchanted Rock. I say, oh, you do it next time. I'll do it next time. Do it next time. You're gonna run out of next times eventually, folks. So I was like, this time I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go down there and check it. And man, it blew my mind. I didn't realize it was that big. Yeah, I knew it wasn't gonna be like a little rock on the side of the road.
Man, it's a hell of a climb, dude.
I didn't do it. It was like 100 degrees. I was like,
Yeah, man, that's like a spring fall
yeah.
trip.
Yeah, it was 100 degrees. I just looked at it. That's good enough for me.
Watch the tip of it roasting in the Texas sun.
Yeah. And then I picked up 3 little rocks that looked like it on the ground. Like,
You kept them.
yeah, and then at the little place I'm staying at the VRBO, the drawer keeps opening, so I'm wondering if something followed me. That drawer, I was sitting there, I was making eggs the other morning, that drawer just started opening up by itself.
Haunted.
I guess so.
Or hanging.
It's hanging, didn't want to disturb my eggs for me. Take those rocks back, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What you got for us?
Oh,
brother?
let's see. This one's called, what is it called?
It's called That One Song.
It is this one song that I recorded on reel to reel back in the 90s. It's called The Fall. You got the kind of love that makes it stand forever. When you hold me in your arms, you touch my soul. Like a warm summer night, stars shine bright like a campfire in the woods. True love comes around, there's something in it show. Real love like a thief in the night, comes up on you, a shadow on the wall. Look all your life, love only comes when you're not looking for a home. You're not looking for a home. You really amaze me, you feel so strong. Last time I'm sure this love is gonna last forever. Like a warm summer night, stars shining bright, I can't find in the words. True love comes around, there's something that it shows. Real love's like a thief in the night, it creeps up on you, a shadow on the wall. You can look all you like, love only comes when you're not looking for the wrong. You're not looking for the wrong. Real love's like a thief in the night, it comes up on you, a shadow on the wall. You can look all you like, love only comes when you're not looking for the wrong. You're not looking for the wrong. You're not looking for the wrong.
Yeah, baby. Well, tell me a little bit about your songwriting process and how that works for you. I know it's different for all of us and for every musician, definitely, and songwriter. Are you the type of guy that you get an idea like you did for that Enchanted Rock thing? And
Yeah, if I'm lucky, I get a topic to write about, and that's probably the hardest part. If you get a topic, then you can be off to the races. It's like a Texas radio.
yeah,
I had
yeah.
a topic, and that one started with a riff. It started with a riff, and that riff got stuck in my head. I said, "Man,
It is a catchy song too, dude. I dig that one too of yours, man. You know, actually, the other day I was cruising down the road and I had a Spotify playlist that I made of some older stuff,
Yeah.
and I put it on, because I hadn't listened to it in a minute, and that song is in that playlist, and I heard it, and I go, man, dude, that thing is so catchy, dude. It's such a great groove to it.
Cool, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, I enjoy your songwriting style. I'm kind of eclectic, man. I like a lot of different things, and it's weird to me, like, knowing how songwriting works, being a songwriter, it works so differently for each one of us.
Yeah.
Man. And like, there's different things that the little techniques and things we do. Do you have anything you could share with a brand new songwriter out there that might help them out?
Don't be afraid to have scraps of paper all over your place, and folders, and notebooks,
And don't throw it away.
don't throw it away. Keep adding to it. Write it down, because you're gonna find, oh, this line that I wrote 6 months ago works for the stuff I'm writing right now.
It's kind of funny how it circles back, isn't it?
It's like, that one hook line I come up with, and be sure you're using hook lines. You want something that catches.
Yeah, that's the hardest part, is writing a good hook, isn't it?
Three words that start with the same letter, like baseball, boys, something like that. Yeah, just throwing something out there. Those are good little hooks too that you can throw in together. And just have, I don't know, John Imes, I did a symposium in the mid-90s, and he's a heck of a songwriter. I also got to see my hero, Radney Foster. And he was giving some little pointers out like that. Just write a song every day, write something. And I'm so bad at I can't. I don't know if it's getting older or younger. I just had more. My hopes have been shattered. So,
You know, man,
when you get
there's
older,
there's actually something to be said about that, man,
the
because
older you get, the harder it is, I think.
well, you know, when I hit, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. When I hit 43, I started looking at it,
Yeah.
and I'm 47 now, and I was like, what am I going to do for retirement, man? Because I can't play 7 nights a week forever,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
and not take breaks and whatnot. So I had this brilliant idea to do all this stuff I'm doing now.
Mhm.
Come to find out, there's just about as much money in it as there was in sitting on that stage, and there's a hell of a lot more work to it.
All right.
So, you know, man,
I'm double nickel myself, so and I keep giving myself. I'm thinking I'm older, but I'm still kind of young. Got to keep pushing it.
yeah, man, and you can't stop, dude.
Yeah.
And as songwriters and musicians, we don't have the luxury of quitting what we do we?
Right. No.
Because the minute we do, it starts haunting us, doesn't it?
To business, I'm a dinosaur. I
Mhm.
know this, but I just like to keep writing. You know, as long as people listen to my music, I'm happy.
You know, man,
And that's my success is that
there you
I'm
go.
able to do it, and it pays my way, and it's nice.
That's a big thing, man, because one of the things when I start working with new artists now that I ask them, and I've learned this, that even if they're making mistakes, you got to make mistakes to learn, right?
Yeah.
First thing I'm going to ask an artist is, what is your definition of success?
Right.
What are you looking for? What do you want out of this deal? Why are you coming to me? You know, what can I do to help you? But what are your expectations?
Yeah.
Because that's going to tell me real quick. If they want to be the next Garth Brooks, I ain't the guy for them.
Yeah.
Because I'm not blowing smoke up anyone's ass.
Dude, it's like the best thing you can do to have a happy life is to not have expectations. Have some expectations that things are going to be okay, but don't set lofty things up way up above. You know, be happy with the little things. You know.
You know, man, and the definition of success for you might be completely different from what Manzy wants or I want. Or John Hope or you know, any of those guys, man. Everybody's got a different level. Mine was always to be able to make a living and do what I love. And I've been able to do it. You know, before COVID, it was going really great. And then now it's been a challenge. I ain't gonna lie. Especially on this back end stuff with all the projects and irons in the fire I got, man, you know?
Yeah.
But that's my own fault for biting off more than I can chew sometimes.
You said John Hope, and it made me laugh. I know what his definition of success is.
Yeah, I know.
Playing right after I get done on every show, every stage.
There you
Like
go.
everywhere I play, when I get done, and here comes John.
Hey, man. Yes. Isn't that funny how that works?
It's like, hey, man, what's going on every time? Like, it's usually White Elephant or Love Shack or somewhere like that. But there you go.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your definition of success.
What other stories and songs you got for us?
Well, Shame on Me is a tune that we're going to record again here pretty soon. This is it's like advice. First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. You keep falling and making the same mistake twice, you're bound to repeat yourself over and over and over. I know it's gonna be a better day. I know it's coming soon. I know there's nothing left for me to say. I know so many times we lose ourselves inside behind a broken tree. So running away
only makes things worse. First time, you second time. Shame on me. Shame on me. I know you didn't mean what you said. I know that's true. I know you wonder why I'm turning this way. I know what to do. So many times we lose ourselves inside. We have grown true. So run away, only makes things worse. First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. Shame on me. So many times we lose ourselves inside. We have grown true. So running away only makes things worse. First time, second time, shame on me. Shame on me. I know it's gonna be a better day.
Thank you, sir. I'll take you on one of these shot box when you get a chance. Hanging out at Goofy's, Old Canyon Lake. Makes me think about all those cops we seen down on the river today. We come through and there's like several of them sheriffs, like 5 of them.
Every day. Every day, my friend.
Yeah, but they weren't at the normal place. They were on up like they were up there where before you even get to the end. They're usually where you get out at the bridge, but they were back up somebody's yard. Like they were looking for somebody, I thought, but who knows?
Oh, there was a guy who hit one of the cops,
Oh.
and they were looking for him.
A guy hit a cop.
Yeah, he hit a cop, and they both.
Oh,
He was there. Yeah, he was there. It was a great time. Like it wasn't good for the cop, but boy, howdy, it was a great time for him. I bet he was on his own little rodeo for sure. That guy was booking it.
Wow, man, that's funny.
Yeah, I think he got away too.
If he got away, he's lucky, man. They were really looking. I was watching them. What's going on?
Yeah, what?
We floated on by though.
You were like feet up.
Yeah.
Man, I wonder what's going on over there.
I didn't want to drift into the shore with them over there.
Yeah, just drinking a Modelo or something.
Yeah, we played down.
Well, he would probably get arrested, so I got a song for that old dude. If he's listening somehow, some way listening right now, it's called the Oasis Park. This story begins on a Thursday night when I slipped off the Oasis light and saw this cute girl dancing down the shirt. She must have thought it was hot in there. She's dancing around in her underwear. Fellas kept giving her dollars trying to make her skirt. When I finished the drink, I thought I'd be nice, so I gave her a wink with my wonderful white soul. When the lights come, She said she danced for about 3 years, struggling through college in her senior year. More like buy her a drink if I had the bucks. I said, hey, sweet thing, let's go for a ride. She said, sure, I'll meet you outside. So staggered down the last call. I was sitting out there sipping on beer that I rolled around the truck bed about a year. I wondered what the hell was taking her so long. And then I noticed from the corner of my eye, come on, county sheriff cruising by. Everything was cool till he whipped in the parking lot. I looked around, I was the last one there. The boys inside said, you better beware. So we got in the truck and I slipped that mother in gear. I barely even made a reminder, so some bright light jerked me off the road. And I went up on the curb in my self-defense. Colors started flashing to my surprise. When I came to a stop, I realized it must be the call from the Oasis parking lot. And he gave me a test to see if I could see. And when I turned my head, he said, you're coming with me. Unless you can count back from 98 to 74. He said, Mr. Pullig, put your hands on the hood. He saw you gave me felt pretty damn good. Seeing as how sweet thing dumped me in the parking lot. He said, Mr. Pullig, you're under arrest for DWI, but I must confess, I think you're the nicest drunk I've ever met. I was being polite, and by the end, me and old Ron, we come pretty good friends, so he let me fire some smoke while he tied it up. I spent 14 hours in the Coma jail to the boys and band to come up with the bell so we could make it to the kid a good hot spot. The moral of the story is always be ready. Don't chase cuties that dance in their skivvies, and whatever you do, don't wait in the parking lot.
I like that.
That dude's running still, man. That's funny. You missed this because
I probably hear it. Yeah, I was outside. Hey man, I'll tell you something, dude. You talk about that little. I've had my 2 trophies here in Comal County. So
yeah.
the second time that I got sequestered to spend the night over at my best friend's place over there at that little Comal County jail, I had the blessing and the privilege to have one cool cop, and I was like, well, shit. And I guess if you're taking me, you mind if I smoke a cigarette before I go? And he was like, yeah, man, no problem. And we talked on the way there. He was pretty cool, all things considered. I wasn't happy about the circumstances, but I put myself in that position. So,
Right?
and you learn.
Yep.
You learn how to slow down sometimes in life and control certain things that might have a hold on you.
That's true.
And that was one of them, man. I used to be that guy. If I opened up a bottle of Rebecca Creek whiskey, I'll be damned if that thing wasn't going to be gone by the end of the night.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I come down here to meet you, we went to that bar we got done here.
Oh, yeah, it's closed now, but yeah, the old Midnight Express. Yeah.
Midnight Express.
Yeah, you tore it up over there too,
Yeah,
man.
that was fun.
Yeah.
Gus.
Yeah.
When Gus was still drinking too.
Gus actually played here with old Pug Johnson last weekend, man. That was
Oh, cool.
he got up on stage with his accordion.
I watched that. Yeah.
So, and we're going to benefit for him here on August 6th, man.
Okay.
He had that problem with his van and everything.
Right.
Ended up costing like over 10 grand to get that. Yeah, dude. So
Yeah.
we'll try to raise what money we can for him, have a little party.
I thought you were doing it tonight, so.
We were supposed to, we had to move it.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it was just
I'm glad
it was
you got
too
some
short.
dates done, though.
He did, man, and he's doing great, man. He's a good guy. He's a good cat. Yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
So if you can make it back out August 6th, try to figure that out. Dude, we'd love to have you come play too.
Yeah, let's look at the calendar.
Yeah, look and see if you can make that happen. I know your friend over here will help me with that one.
Yeah.
We got time for 2 more, man. I'm gonna let you, finish it out.
Well, the one that everybody likes so much is Out on the Road. I think you can one horse town. We would pour out trees of gasoline. And that way somewhere, where the big sky meets our destiny. We might find it out there, out on the road. Out on the road. Like a tumbleweed on the West Texas breeze. Feel like a rolling stone. Baby, man, guess I just don't care. As long as I'm on the road, pour my trees of gasoline. And out there somewhere, it's got me some destiny. We might find it out there, out on the road. Out on the road. Feel that Texas moon through the bonnets and blue. Down my landscape. But man, I guess I just don't care. I'll give one more try. Pour out trees of gasoline. And out west somewhere, where the big sky meets our destiny. We might find it out there, out on the road. On the road. Out on the road.
Yeah, you know what, man? Every now and then I forget about that one. Don't lie, dude. I forget about that. That was another one that you put out the radio that I enjoyed too, man. So I'm glad you played that one. Bring back my memory. I ain't got the best memory anymore the older I get.
Dude, you have how many artists? You
6 million.
Millions of them all the time, constantly.
Not literally 6 million, but it feels like it sometimes.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to keep up with the submissions to the chart, man.
I bet.
You know, and then opening up the 3 new charts coming up here, man. Oh God, I'm gonna tell you before I open those charts, I'm gonna need a couple of assistant chart directors. That is going to happen. You know?
Yeah, that'll probably help a lot.
Yeah, man. I mean, I gotta have somebody to help with that. I can't. There's no way I can do 4 charts. I ain't gonna happen. I ain't doing it.
So how's that gonna work? You got 4 charts.
Yeah. What do you mean? How's that gonna work?
That's a lot of work.
When you got the process pretty much ironed out on how you want to do it, you know what I mean? And you've learned by all your mistakes, which there was quite a few. It makes it easier, and I'm also working on that software and the back end stuff too. Yeah. So I had to get into because I can't hire a development team. I don't have the resources. I had to learn how to do this stuff myself. And then, of course, I can train someone else. It ain't that hard. The hard work's already been done.
Yeah, learning what you got to do.
Yeah, man, building everything, getting everything. If it wasn't for Ben Solomon, I wouldn't be where I'm at. And also Winston Portage over at Nextcast. That's the he put together the stream monitor, and that's what monitors all the 20 stations on the current chart. So.
All right, I'm gonna do a song that I was just trying to think of something. I was buying time by talking about other things. I'm bad about that too.
Hey man, we do what we do.
This one I recorded at my house. It's out there. It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify. It's everywhere. It's called "Slap My Face." It drove my friend crazy that I played that thing. I recorded on it for a long time, but You were talking earlier about the next rock and roll kind of sound.
Yeah,
Give that one a listen. Look it up on YouTube. Look it up somewhere. It's called Slap My Face.
I will definitely do that.
It's a little more. It's kind of a ZZ Top kind of sound. And I've spent 3 months recording that one song. I know it was a good month. And come up with some really cool tunings, open tunings for slide that I used in it, and squeal, and then I locked Cody Moser in there in my office for about 4 hours. I told him he couldn't come out until he had the perfect lead on there.
Nice, dude.
He'd come out and he's like, I got it. So I can't really do it the way it's produced, but I can do the songwriter version of it, which is still kind of cool. It's a fictional song about having an argument with your significant other because you were looking at the waitress.
Well, you need to stop looking at the damn waitress, which is actually, it's a male tonight. Y'all make some noise for Tristan working hard back there. Don't forget when you're closing out your tabs after this song, he likes 10s, 20s, and $100 bills up in this gift jar.
Get back in this truck. We can work this out. No need to fight. Right here, right now. On the side of the road. On the way back home. Oh, little simple style, don't she have got the legs now? She ought to go to Hollywood and give it a good try. Everything rolled up, but you walk down the hall and then you slap my face. Maybe you should walk it off. And she grabbed that wheel. Get me out of my truck with a 6-inch heel. On the side of the road, on the way back home. Oh, the symbols that I thought she hadn't got the legs right. She ought to go to Hollywood and give it a good try. Everything rolled up, she walked down the aisle, and then you slapped my face. Where's the house key? I asked you again. It was on the kitchen table. Said you wouldn't forget. Now the front door's locked. And you can't get in. Oh, little symbols that I thought she had a capital H. She ought to go to Hollywood and give it a good try. Everything rolled up, she walked down the aisle, and then you slapped my face.
And done.
That's it.
Love it, dude. Very nicely done. Hey, y'all make some noise for Mr. Skip Pullig here. It's great to see you as always, my friend. Everybody listen, you had quite a few listeners tuned in on the radio station. So you did your homework there, I see. Yeah, thank you for everybody that listened. Yeah, and everybody that tuned in tonight. And guess what? We will see you next week. Same time, same channel. Jeremy Olson next week at 7. And Mitch True at 8 o'clock. Now, Mitch is going to be brand new for the first time here. And I've been working on getting him out here. So,
I remember Jeremy. I think that's,
Olson, yeah.
yeah, I've known him before.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so he's doing some stuff with Cynthia. So I thought I'd get him out here for it and get him on there and a couple of her other people. And we're trying some new stuff this year, man. But I can't wait to see you again. See if you can make that August 6th for Gus. I'm sure he'd love to see you. And hey, we will catch y'all next week. Thank you so much. Yeah, man, for tuning in, for listening, and all that. And we are out of here. I'll see you next time. Yes, ma'am. Television yet? We've got a brand new TV station. You can get it on your Roku app or watch live at www.texasinternetmusic.
I'll send you that MP3.
Yeah, man, please do. I would love to hear it.
Totally different genre than what I usually sound like.
I would love to hear it, like the studio version.
See you, my friend. I hope you got a helping hand.